Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Moments with Kate, where I talk about skincare, hair care, and wellness. So if that sounds like your sort of thing, make sure you're subscribed down below. Now, I formed a love bond with The Ordinary about 5 or 6 weeks ago. I purchased all their products about 8 weeks ago, and I decided, after playing around with a few of them, that I wanted to dedicate a full month to only using their products on my face. So I put together a full routine, morning and night. They were both pretty similar. I used 9 products in total, and I want to walk through each product, what I thought of it, but also overall talk about whether I liked the brand itself and the effects that I saw from it. First, I will jump into the products that I used every single day. My morning routine was virtually the exact same as my evening routine. My evening routine just had a few more steps, so I will just focus on my evening routine. The first product that I used every day, twice a day, was the Squalene Cleanser. I really liked the sound of this cleanser because it has squalene in it, so I thought that was great having dry skin to be able to balance the squalene levels in my skin. This cleanser is quite lightweight and milky. It really emulsifies in your hands and provides a very gentle cleanse. This definitely isn't strong enough as a single cleanse by itself. If you wear makeup, you will absolutely have to do a double cleanse, or at least makeup wipes, then this cleanser. But it is a nice, gentle cleanser, especially in the summertime because it is cooling and it's not stripping and harsh. Next is the toning solution. I have a love-hate relationship with this toner. I can't decide yet whether or not I like it. I don't normally use toners, and so I don't know if this was entirely necessary to begin using. But so far, I find that it does irritate my skin a bit. There's a bit of very specific stinging within my face. I did a bit of research, and that just says that it is targeting the, problem areas around my face and really attacking them. So if that's the case, fine, sting away. But I don't know, it's off-putting. It's a very strong smell. It feels like some sort of intense chemical peel that I'm putting on my face, and so I'm not too sure about this yet. The next step I do is the Marine Hyaluronics twice a day. I forgot to add that I only do the toner at night once a day, and that's what they recommend, is maximum once a day. But for the Marine Hyaluronics, I use this twice a day, and this is just sort of like, once my face is a clean slate, I put this on to really absorb and get my skin ready for all the good oils and things that I'm putting on it. What sold me on this Marine Hyaluronics is that it apparently penetrates deeper than your typical hyaluronic acid. It is basically like water, so you have to sort of be careful when applying it because it'll run down your fingers and all over the place. So what I do is I take the dropper and I very carefully hover it over my face without touching my skin and drop it on it, then rub it in. That seems to be the best for me. It's hard to tell if this product is doing much. I don't know if it's fully necessary. I might try the hyaluronic acid for a few weeks and see if there's a difference. The one problem that I do have, though, I don't think it's with this product necessarily, it's just with the bottles in general, is that they don't screw on properly and they tend to pop off. So I kept hearing like a pop every night once in a while, and then in the morning I'd go to grab this Marine Hyaluronics and the lid would be off and I'd pick it up by the lid, and so it would spill everywhere, which is why I have none left. So I thought, oh my god, Kate, you can't screw on a friggin' bottle, but I think these are starting to pop off and burst and things, so I don't know if this is something that they're working on fixing, but it is definitely very annoying. The fourth step, and definitely one of my favorites, is the Caffeine Solution. So I put this all around my eyes. I do this twice a day again, and this really helps depuff more than anything. I haven't seen any effects on my dark circles, unfortunately. I wasn't expecting that. They did say it will help, but dark circles are a very tough thing to work with, so I'm just happy that it helps with my eye bags, and this is absolutely something I will continue to use. With the caffeine around my eyes, I put niacinamide on the bottom half of my face, which is where I get a lot of breakouts. And so I'll put it all over my cheeks, I'll put it on my chin where I get whiteheads, and then I'll put it on my nose where I have larger pores. I love this product a lot because even though I do get the odd breakout, I have very dry skin, and so to try most acne products, it'll just kill my skin, it'll make it so dry. With this one, it is a tiny bit drying, but not in a bad way because I'll just go over it with an oil and they don't, have a bad reaction together, which is nice. The one problem I do have, though, is that I have very bad whiteheads on my chin, and I was really hoping this would help a lot, but I haven't seen a difference at all, unfortunately. So with caffeine around my eyes, niacinamide on the lower half of my face, I put pycnogenol all over my forehead. So I'm kind of covered all around with these 3 products. Pycnogenol really intrigued me because it's derived from a type of bark from the Maritimes. And so I thought that was very interesting. It's also a very interesting color. and it helps with anti-aging. So I have really deep forehead wrinkles and I was hoping that this would help. Of course, it's only been a month and these are pretty intense forehead wrinkles, so I'm not expecting amazing things, but so far it's been just fun to use. I actually got my mom one of these for Mother's Day. I got her a few different things, but I think she'll have fun with this one because of like the color, and when you put it on, it is orange, so don't worry, it does rub in eventually, but it is interesting, and I think I will eventually see some effects. I found it's totally a placebo effect, but I just feel like it's already working. My last two steps I combine. So I take the bee oil as well as the natural moisturizing factors, and I mix them together in my hand and then put it all over my face. With having dry skin, I find the Ordinary's moisturizer isn't enough for me alone, and if I put on oil then the moisturizer, it just wouldn't feel right. So I mix them together in my hand and put it on, and that feels amazing. With the bee oil, this one's very interesting because it mixes a lot of your standard oils like marula, rosehip, things like that, all into one. So it's nice like lazy girl oil. The color is like a deep greeny yellow, and when I first smelt it, I was like, oh my god, it smells like warm salmon, which sounds disgusting. It's not really like a fishy smell, but it's warm salmon. I don't know how to explain it. People say it's more of like a woodsy herbal smell, so I'm trying to train myself to smell that instead. The one thing that I use in my morning routine that I don't use in my evening routine is sunscreen. This one is the Ordinary SPF 30, and it's a mineral sunscreen, which I like because it shields the skin. It sits on top of it instead of penetrating it. The pros of this product is that it feels really nice on the skin. Some mineral sunscreens really feel tight and mattifying, which I don't like, but this one doesn't. It's a nice light but moisturizing texture. But the negative is that it's really, really white when you're rubbing it in, and it takes a while to get rid of that. So I'll put it on and it's like very much a white cast, and I look like Casper, and I keep going and going and going, and it finally rubs in, but for like hours after, I just look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you're even whiter than you possibly were before. But I did do a photo test and there was no white cast when I took a picture with flash. So I don't know, I'm sort of 50-50 on it. I definitely will continue to use it, but one that I have been liking a lot more is the Botanical 50 SPF Mineral Sunscreen. It does have a tint, which is nice, but on the flip side, it is mattifying and doesn't make my skin feel great. So I'm still on the hunt for the perfect face sunscreen. So those are the 9 products that I've been using every single day from The Ordinary for the past 30 days. Now I'm going to insert the before and after pictures of me when I first started, before using any of the products, to now. As you can see, there's not like life-changing differences. I have noticed some things, but it's not like mind-blowingly different. And of course, you shouldn't really expect that within 30 days of any product. Big things I have noticed though is that my general complexion is more radiant, it's a lot brighter, and it's a lot more even. And even though I'm getting more sun, I found that I haven't been getting as many sunspots, but it's not like fully muting my freckles, which is nice. As I said, my dark circles have not changed at all, which I expected, but overall, I find that my eye bags have gone down. And lastly, general redness around the nose and the chin has gone down. My overall thoughts for this price is just go for it. If you're wondering which products to use and what to do, what to combine with, I'm not the person to ask. They actually have online skincare consultants at the moment, so you can go online and ask them anything and everything, and they'll be able to point you to the right product. So with most products being under $10, and there's probably free shipping no matter where you are, I would definitely just give it a try. Their products are generally safe for the most part, but again, consult those skincare experts. They're there to help you. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it insightful in some way, and I will see you guys again in the next video.